Listen, I know that you are scared. I know there's trepidation. I know you think, why me? Why should I sit down in front of a camera and put my life on blast in front of everybody in the world? Why would I put myself out there to be judged by millions on a daily basis? Well, the answer to that question is very simple. What else are you going to do? Listen, we are in a time right now where YouTube is just going off. People are blowing up, they're making money, they're starting businesses, they're changing their lives. So why not you? No, you think I may not be pretty enough, I may not be interesting enough, but trust me, everyone has a story to tell, and that's what makes people unique. Right now in YouTube, you have regular people whose channels are just growing and growing and growing, just them being themselves, doing their daily activities. So why couldn't it be you? Listen, if you are 50 years or older, or even if you're younger, start yourself a YouTube channel. I guarantee you it will build up your confidence. It will have you realizing that you are more creative than you thought you could ever be. I always thought that I was an individual who didn't stand out. I thought I had certain qualities about me that may have been more prominent or prevalent than others, but I never thought that it would translate into me starting a channel, me growing on YouTube, me building a community. I have met so many people over the last 3 years. I've built long lasting friendships. I have made a little bit of side money, which doesn't hurt at all, and you can too. I just turned 50 2 days ago, and YouTube is the best decision of my life. Creating a channel, sharing my knowledge and my experience with others. Listen, I just completed a 31-day challenge where I think we put out 30 live streams in 30 days, not to mention the videos that we made, and it built a connection with people. Just like in the old days when you had your old TV shows to comfort you, I guess they have me now on a weekly basis to come into their homes and build a connection with them. So now more than any is the time for you to build your channel. Time for you to build your brand. I know you're tired of sitting back watching other people do it. And you only have to do one thing to accomplish this, and that is turn on a camera. I don't care if it's your phone. I don't care if you have an old camera. It doesn't matter. When you're first starting out, you are not going to give the best quality. You're not going to make the best videos. And that comes with time. It comes with repetition. You being on camera, being comfortable. That comes with you doing it over and over and over again. I know that a lot of the gurus and experts and people on YouTube tell you that you need quality over quantity. Me personally, I disagree, because the more quantity that you have, the better that you are going to get. The more knowledge you're going to gain once you become more comfortable and become yourself, it's going to show through across this camera. And for a lot of us out there, what else are you going to do? Me, I'm a homebody. I really don't like going out. I will leave my house if I have to. And that is very rare. I work from home, so I don't leave my house. What else am I going to do? Am I going to watch TV? Am I going to watch somebody else on YouTube? Well, yes, I do watch other people on YouTube because I just love going through YouTube and finding smaller channels and just watching their videos, giving them the confidence, letting them know that there are other people out there that are rooting for them. Because in this game of YouTube, when it comes to building, when it comes to growing on YouTube, everybody can win. I have a bunch of friends that do the same content that I do, just in a slightly different way. But guess what? People watch me, people watch them. There is no either or. So if you think that, hey, whatever experience I have, whatever knowledge I have, it's already been done. Everything has already been done. Darn near every concept that you can apply to YouTube has already been tried and tested. But you bring a unique perspective. You bring your perspective. And therein lies the difference in all of this. Yes, it may look unprofessional. Your first 100 videos are probably going to be terrible. I knew my first video was terrible. First video I ever made, I took my brother to a football game, and I had my phone and it was windy and I had the headphones on with the cord, and it was a terrible video.
My brother, Vico, still a fan.
And as I was recording it, I was like, do I release it? Am I actually going to put this out? But I challenged myself. I said, you know what? You may feel uncomfortable, but do it. Nobody's going to see it anyway. And to my surprise, a few people watched it. And after a while, the embarrassment went away. And then I started doing more videos. And they started getting even crappier. Somehow videos got worse. Somehow I got worse. But then I hit a corner. I started to study YouTube. I started looking at other YouTubers and seeing what they were doing to be successful. And I tried to emulate that, but I did it in my own style. And eventually I got better. Eventually, I learned just be you. Don't try to pander to people. Don't try to be something that you're not. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person that gets on here and sits down and turns the camera on and talks about things that I know about. Sometimes I may talk about things I don't know about, but it's all a conversation and people rock with me. Yes, you're going to have your detractors. You're going to have people that leaves comments. And I know for a lot of people, these are things that they don't want to see. 3 years later, I don't want to see nasty comments. Sometimes I don't even look at the comment section just because I don't want to get that negative feedback. But guess what? Sometimes that negative feedback can help you. Sometimes the things that some people say isn't meant in malice, and it helps you to get better. It helps you to become that person and helps you to become that YouTuber that you need to be. So don't be scared. What is the worst that happened? Everything that is going on in this world, everything that's happened in your life, you have survived it. You've made it through to the other side. And guess what? It is all a learning experience. So you sitting behind a camera and exposing yourself to the world is not the worst thing on earth. It's really not. I thought it was at one time. I'm just like, oh my gosh, people can judge me. They're going to see my flaws. They're going to think I'm a fraud. They're going to think he doesn't know what he's talking about. But guess what? It's not really what happened. Now, people do disagree with what I say sometimes because I have strong opinions on certain things. But guess what? It's all cool. It's all good. Some of the people that I've had some of the worst arguments with are in my community now because they understand we're going to differ. But when I explain myself, when I explain my train of thought, I do it respectfully. I'm not going to sit here and argue with people. I'll let you know my point. You let me know your point. Cool. We can hash it out. We can have a conversation. But I did not let that stop me from my ultimate goal of being on YouTube. And if you're over 50, come on now. You have a world, a myriad, a lifetime of experiences that you can share with other people. It's about building that connection. It's about you showing people what you've gone through and people with similar experiences coming to you and saying, you know what? I went through that same thing. I'm glad I had somebody here to share this experience with. I'm glad that there's somebody just like me. So get your butt on YouTube, make that video, start that channel, change your life. Because for some, hey, that first video may blow up. And what is wrong with making a little extra money on the side? Everybody's not going to be that millionaire. Everybody's not going to make that $100,000. But if you can make some money to help change your life, if you can make some extra money to help pay some bills, why not do it? I see people all the time out here looking for part-time jobs and they just can't find anything that fits their schedule. But you know what fits your schedule? YouTube does, because you do it at your own pace. You do it at your leisure. You do it whenever you have the opportunity to. And if you can make enough money from it, it's better than a part-time job because you're not burning gas. You don't have to leave the house. You can do it when it's most convenient. And if you have a day off, you can make 3, 4, 5 videos and just put them out periodically. So why not make this your part-time job? You will never know who you may run into. I met people and I connected with people who are the reason why I'm at my current job right now. When I got laid off from my job, I was fortunate enough to know people that knew of some job openings and got me a job. I've worked outside my entire life. I've worked in these elements. It is 20 degrees outside, and year in and year out, for 20 years, I would be working in it. But I met somebody that helped me get a job where I work from home. I used to always go into people's houses because I used to work for the cable company, and I'd see people work from home thinking, man, I wish that was me. I wish I could work from home and not have to burn gas and get up at a certain time and just be in my house and do my work. And now I'm there. And that is another byproduct of me being on YouTube with the connections that were created through people sharing like-minded things, people who have same life experiences. So even outside of the coins that you make, you can build certain things. Some of the guys and I were going to start a channel, which I think is going to blow up and change our lives forever. And I would have never done or found any of these unless I turned that camera on. Unless I put that phone on myself, I would never be in the position that I am right now. I would still be in my house, laying on the couch, watching TV on my time off, watching YouTube, watching other people get famous, watching other people do things that I wish that I could have done because I didn't think that I had it in me to do it. But guess what? I did. I just needed a little push. And hopefully you seeing this video, hopefully you seeing others promoting why you should get on YouTube is the push you need to finally get you over the top and help you do what you want to do, help you get in life where you want to go. And it ain't gonna be pretty, not in the beginning, unless you're a professional, unless you can just get on the camera and just freestyle. It's not going to be pretty, but guess what? It is a part of your journey. When you get to any job, when you get to most jobs, you don't have the knowledge in the beginning. A lot of you are terrible at what you're doing until you get into a routine, until you learn what you're doing, until you feel comfortable in that position. That's when you thrive. And YouTube is no different. So I'm telling you, if you are 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, it doesn't matter. Start yourself a YouTube channel, and I guarantee you it will be one of the best decisions you've ever made in your life.